This is the story of a monster that eats human fat, which in a few moments sucks the fat of a fat person and makes him thin. Due to this unique power, what scandals happen in the city? Let's know in today's video. At the beginning of the story, we see a fat man who has just won a competition to eat the most hot dogs, in which he has received a check for $1,000 as a reward. After then, the man is going to his home. As soon as he sits in the car, then an unknown creature appears from behind him and attacks him, and the man's body starts shrinking rapidly, and in a few moments his body becomes very slim so that he dies on the spot. When the police officer named Din and Sam comes to know about it, they immediately start the investigation. In the investigation, they come to know that the man's weight had reduced from 180 kilograms to just 40 kilograms, and his internal organs had also been damaged. The next day, the same case happens, where a woman while doing exercise is hit by someone on the head from behind and making her unconscious. After that, her weight also starts decreasing rapidly. This time also, the fat of the woman's body is sucked by the monster, which also causes her to die on the spot. After this, when both the officers come there and examine the body, they see a weird suction mark on the woman's body through which her whole fat was sucked. When they go to talk to the woman's personal trainer, then suddenly they find the same mark on the waist of the trainer as it was on the body of that woman. Despite having this kind of mark, how is the trainer still alive? On inquiring about this mark, the trainer tells them of the mysterious spa which claims that people can easily reduce the weight without any dieting, and that mark on the waist of the trainer also came after joining that spa. After getting this information from the trainer, both of them immediately go to the spa. While no one suspects them in the spa, so they call themselves personal trainers who come here for the job. The people who own the spa named Larry and Mary interview them, but they only had a vacancy for one trainer, so Sam is offered the position of the trainer. And Din spends the day cooking. During the day, when Din feels hungry in the kitchen, he starts eating the poutine dish in front of him, which was very tasty, so he hides a box secretly and eats it. After some time, he starts feeling dizzy and becomes unconscious. Here on the other side, when Din was teaching yoga to people, he sees that everyone has a mark on their back. At the same time, Mary is doing cupping therapy on her client, and she tells her client that this is a traditional Chinese technique which helps in fat loss along with removing toxins from the body. But this therapy leaves a red mark on a person's back. But then it is known that this cupping therapy was just a lie. Actually, the mark was due to the sucking of fat by marriage. When the yoga class is over, Sam meets a police officer of his station who knew Sam, and she also came to do her therapy like the rest of the people. After hearing this, Larry doubts Sam. After that, when Sam goes to the kitchen, he sees that Din has fallen down unconscious. Seeing the poutine lying in front of him, he goes to the chef, who is making poutine, and starts questioning him, but the chef was not telling him anything, so he takes good move and the chef tells everything. Chef says client is given this poutine before the cupping therapy, and according to Larry, he mixes medicine, and after eating this, the client becomes unconscious. After this, both of them feel that the two incidents that happened in the city were due to Larry and his wife. On the other hand, Larry and his wife came to know that both of them are police officers. After then, they starts to erase all the evidence. Mary quickly goes and takes out the box of fat and starts throwing it in the garbage, but then she realizes that throwing such fat in the garbage will ruin it, so to save the fat from getting wasted, she tries to eat it as soon as possible. Meanwhile, Sam comes there and holds her on the chair and starts questioning her, in which she tells that she is a Peruvian fat sucker. She tells that it helps humans to reduce their weight by sucking the fat, and at the same time fills their stomach by eating fat. After asking recent incident in the city, she tells that he has not killed any human till date. It is known that his brother Alan is responsible for these crimes in the city. who cannot control his hunger at all. After knowing about Alan's scandal, Larry immediately fires him from his job. After this, as soon as Sam is going to find him, then there comes a sound of someone shouting from the kitchen. He goes inside quickly, then he sees that after killing Larry, Alan has run away from there. When Mary comes to know that her brother has killed Larry, she starts crying. She tells that she and her husband, after working for years, made the spa, in which they helped to lose weight without harming any person. Due to this, she is also getting benefits from this work. In fact, their principle was that they suck fat where there is no harm to the human being, but his brother Alan, who could not control himself and suck all of the human fat. After that, they took Alan to work in the kitchen. They used to give Alan to eat fat, keep it in the box only, but even this he could not control himself, so he started killing the fat people of the city. To save Alan from killing more innocent people, she them the address of his secret hideout, after which both the officer reaches his secret hideout. They both separate and start looking for Alan. Then Alan attacks Sam from behind and throws Sam down. Then Sam attacks Alan with a knife to save himself, but still Alan who throws him on the ground, and just as he was about to kill Sam by taking out his tongue, Din comes there and cuts his tongue with a knife and saves Sam. After that, Alan also dies. However, Mary also was a monster, but till date, he had not done any harm to any human being. That's why the officers left her. Thank you for watching and subscribe for more explanations.